Hello, people. Welcome to The Works. My name is Jacob. I'm your host. And today I'm joined by Michael, a.k.a. Boy YouTube, a.k.a. Energy Incarnate, a.k.a. Small Fry, a.k.a. Josh Peck's unattractive younger brother. Let's give it up for Michael.
Thanks. Thank you.
Michael, you got anything to say?
Who's Josh Peck?
Okay. The second guest on this podcast, you know her. You probably don't love her. Tessa Fordyce, also known as Snake, also known as Terrible Fisherwoman, also known as The Destroyer, and the sweetest goddamn person you'll ever meet. Tessa Fordyce, how are you doing?
I just want to state that I am a better fisherman than you.
Let's move on to the topics we have for today. Today on the agenda, we're going to be talking about some Risk Global Domination, Colton and Aiden, our other two hosts on the podcast, and Overwatch League. So, but before we do all that, let's just start off with this. Michael, Tessa, how are you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty solid day.
Solid day.
Yeah.
That's how you would. I've never heard someone describe a day as solid.
Well, it
in
was.
my life.
That's what it was.
What made your day so solid, Tessa?
I just had a very productive day, you know? Did
Vague
a lot
as
of
always.
stuff.
Tessa. Michael, what about you? Why are you good? Why are you feeling good, man?
I mean, when nothing is fall apart, what else can you use to describe it other than solid?
That one will go down in the books. When nothing is fall apart, what else do you
Thanks,
describe
man.
but solid?
I was really thinking about that one beforehand.
It makes a lot of sense. I get it. I get it.
Nothing has gone wrong. What else do you use to describe but solid?
Jacob, I'd like you to stop. Let's get this ball rolling, huh? Come on.
Move on.
Let's go.
You're killing me, man.
We've been talking about, or at least we've been playing a lot of everyone on the podcast, Aiden and Colton included. We've been playing a lot of Risk lately on Steam, Risk Global Domination, and I personally have had some much success playing this game. What about you guys, huh?
I'm not good at game. I
Yeah,
won
no,
one.
I'm not in the same boat.
Yeah, I know. That's why I chose this topic specifically for
Usually
you
lose
guys.
first.
I beat you. I beat you in the game once.
Colton beat me. You did
she?
not beat me.
Okay, no, Colton and I tied. We decided to make an alliance, and we tied, and we ended it.
But he was the one who killed me.
Yeah, who really won?
It was a tie.
Well,
We
yeah,
had
but
an
you ended up
alliance.
teaming with Colton. Is that really a win?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
All right.
All right, don't get so passionate. I'm sorry.
You're insulting one of my best friends
I didn't
for
know
no
this was
reason.
a hot topic. You know what? You're right. You know what? You're right. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
I remember recently we played Deutschland on Risk. Fun times in Deutschland.
Never played Deutschland. Is that like, what is that?
That's the last game we played. Were you not there?
No, what is Deutschland? Like, what is it?
It was the map.
Yeah, but what is Deutschland? It's German. Okay, it's German.
That's crazy.
Did that just come to you all of a sudden?
Yeah,
it just
came to me. Came to me from General.
Oh, don't bring that up. Don't bring him up. Don't bring General up.
I'm not. They don't
For
know.
a great low rate.
They don't know. It doesn't matter.
He definitely saves this time. That's for damn sure. So, our next topic, and this is going to be the meat, I think, of the podcast, is Colton and Aiden.
Oh, yeah.
So what I want to do for this segment is we go around and we say one good thing, one thing that we like about Colton, one good thing that we like about Aiden, and one bad thing, one thing that we despise about their personalities and them as human beings. So what do we want to start with first, good or bad?
Do I
Let's start
have
with the
to say
bad.
something bad?
Let's start with the bad. Always bad
Yeah,
news
I
first.
feel like I have some things to get off my chest.
Oh,
So Tessa, do you want to start with bad?
I don't know if I have anything bad to say about either of them.
Surely you have something bad to say about Aiden.
No.
Aiden specifically.
Okay,
Don't we all?
I don't think I have anything bad to say
Michael will
about
go
Aiden.
first, and then maybe that'll get the gears turning in your head.
Okay.
Michael, who do you want to start with? You can pick.
Start with Aiden. I mean, who else? Who else is there? What other option even is there?
I've got one. I think we have the same one, but you go first.
Yeah. He does like to. Well, first of all, let's just get this out of the way. Right. Let's just move. Let's just get this one out of the way. I'm
Okay.
thinking, if you can't tell.
Purple hair.
Jacob, yeah, it's that.
It wasn't that bad.
It was
His
bad.
purple hair was not that bad.
It was bad.
It was bad. We may like in the community tab under our YouTube channel, we may provide a picture of Aiden with purple hair. Maybe the viewers can decide
Okay,
for themselves.
it wasn't that bad, and it's not permanent. He doesn't have purple hair anymore.
Yeah, but once you go purple, you never go.
Do I say the bad thing about Colton now, or do we just move on to the good thing
No,
about
no,
Aiden?
Thanks,
no.
Jacob.
Wait.
I have purple hair at the moment. Thank you for saying that.
No, but yours doesn't look. Tessa, are you gonna? You don't have to do this. We're just saying Aiden. Aiden was not meant for purple hair.
Okay.
Would you agree?
I
think
think
he's
it was
You
the
think he's
dye
so
he
bad?
chose. I think he chose the wrong brand of dye, the wrong shade of purple.
Also, you're a girl. I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know. It just popped into my head. I don't know where my brain was going with that one, but yeah, that one. That one's good. No, Michael, mine was purple hair, so you have to think about something else.
All right. I didn't know that you got to pick the one that everyone knows. So sorry.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry. Well,
I can't think about anything bad to say about Aiden.
really?
Yeah.
He is a nice lad. He is.
No. We're not saying
I feel
nice things
bad.
yet.
I'm sorry.
Don't go down that. Don't go down that path.
All right.
We're
We're
not
not
saying
there
nice
yet.
things. What's some other bad things I dislike about Aiden?
His laugh.
That's a good. I don't mind it that much. I don't think it's that bad. Is it?
It's not frustrating, but every time, consistently, it sounds fake.
Okay. Yeah. I can see it. Also,
And the worst part. No, now I'm rolling. The worst part is that he laughs at everything. So
Yeah.
I hear it constantly.
Everything that isn't Colton.
Yeah, everything that isn't Colton. If Colton makes the funniest joke on the planet, Aiden will just stare into the camera.
Yeah, Aiden will be like, "What?"
Aiden will be like, Colton? Did you just say that?
He also constantly berates me with sexual tension, but we don't have to delve into that one.
Okay, yeah, okay. That makes me uncomfy.
Well, it doesn't happen to you, Tessa. I'm sorry it makes you
I
uncomfortable.
mean,
I'm sorry.
it still makes me uncomfortable. That
No, don't change terminology. I want you to stick with uncomfy. I really like that.
Okay, Tessa, since I did 2 for Aiden and Michael did 1, we'll count that as 3. You don't have to talk any shit about Aiden. But
Tessa has to.
She has to. Do you
I'm
want to
making the decision.
Come on.
oh, I don't know.
At least something fake. Just say something fake.
You just make something up.
Yeah, just make something up to stir the pot.
There's legitimately nothing I can think of other than the fact that sometimes he makes me a little uncomfy. That's
Good
it.
enough.
Good enough. No. You should use stronger language than uncomfy. Be like, I fucking hate that he does this.
But it's not that bad. It just makes me like a little uncomfy. Get over it.
All right. Next, we have Colton. Bad things about. Do we want to do good? Bad things.
Did we do good things about Aiden?
We didn't do anything good about Aiden.
All
But
right,
there's
moving
so
on to
much to
Cole
say.
and
We would come back to it. Like we would either
Okay.
do bad Aiden, good Aiden, or bad Colton, bad Aiden, good Colton, bad Aiden, or good. Wait, no, there's nothing good about
all right,
it.
we're either gonna do bad Aiden or good Colton.
I want to do bad things about Colton before we do go back to Aiden. And
Alright.
keep in mind, he is in the call, so just talk as much shit as you
Fucking
want.
despise that guy.
Me too.
Everything about him.
You know what I let me think. What are some things that I dislike about Colton? Tessa, you should go first. Just like,
Oh, I don't know.
what are the nuance? What are things that Colton does that annoy you? Okay.
There's got to be something, right?
Say that about Aiden.
No. Nothing that I can think of off the top of my head. I'll think about it. Circle back to me.
Okay, we'll circle back. Do you have anything on the mind, Michael, that you've been meaning to get off your chest?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do.
Okay.
He is talented.
This is not an insult.
That's the first part.
Okay.
He is talented, but he plays the guitar too much in call and does not stop if you ask him to
Holy
stop.
shit. Yes.
He will
That is
continue.
It is very annoying.
I can't even disagree with that. I can't
That's
even.
such a good one, Michael. You actually nailed it. One of the most annoying things about Colton is that he never stops playing guitar in call.
Sometimes
And if he's not
it's
playing
funny.
guitar, he's playing music.
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes it's funny. Sometimes it's nice. He's not bad at playing guitar.
Yeah, but emphasis on sometimes.
Well, I mean, that brings me to my point. I fucking hate him playing guitar. No. But one thing that I do dislike, because we do make music together, is he's very stubborn. Like, and this is very apparent when we do music stuff, because I'll be like, no. I know in my mind for sure that if we play it this way, it'll sound better. But like even if I feel like sometimes he knows he's wrong, but regardless of whether or not he knows he's wrong, he's gonna stick by what he said just because he said it, and that's something that happens very often.
Sometimes are you wrong?
Of course, but I recognize when I'm wrong. Like I'm sure, like even in everyday conversation, like if you catch me saying something wrong, I'll be like, oh yeah, you're right. But like even if it's like a definitive argument, and then like we look it up and I'm right, and he's just like no, Google is wrong. Google is incorrect. I'm so correct. And you've heard him say that, Tessa. I know you have.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can't disagree.
So Tessa, we've circled around. It's time. It's time.
I mean, Colton is a very interesting individual, and he is my best friend. He's my.
Michael, you've got to laugh, or else I sound like an asshole. Come on, man. Come on.
No.
He's
No,
my best
don't.
friend.
Okay.
but sometimes like he says stuff and it's just like you don't need to say anything at all, you know? Like he takes things too far sometimes. But that's okay. He's still my best friend.
That's it. I don't mean
Yeah.
to bring this up on the podcast, but I thought we were best friends.
You said you were best friends with my sister, okay? So you can't just come in
okay.
here and say you're best friends with me now.
Next thing is the next thing on what was it? Aiden.
I'm sorry.
Good things about Aiden.
I'm
Michael, I
sorry.
want you to start since you
I'm
were the
sorry.
one.
I'm sorry. I'm just really funny. Oh man.
Quick,
All
say
right. Good things
something
about
nice about
Aiden.
Aiden. Yeah.
He knows how to bring people together.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean? What do I mean? He knows how to bring people. I don't know.
Like in what way?
Look, I've been racking my brain for like 8 days straight trying to figure out a compliment for Aiden.
What?
I didn't have a plan B. If you.
He knows how to bring people together. That's what you're going with.
Yep.
How
He does.
So? Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, you know,
What?
when Aiden he likes. You guys, I gotta get out of general. Can we cycle back?
Yeah.
Oh my
Can I pull that
god.
card? Can I pull that
Yeah,
card?
you can pull that card. Tessa, I know you have a lot to say about Aiden.
Aiden is so nice. He's so super sweet. And he's really, really good at theater and acting. Like the best at improv I've ever seen. Just a
Well, I mean,
great
how's
guy.
that? Like, how is
What?
that? How's that?
What, what do you mean?
Like, how so?
He's just really good.
Tessa, I don't mean to bring this up, but I distinctly remember a story in which we were doing improv comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, you know who's gonna improv? Aiden's gonna improv. So we added him to the call which we were doing improv in, as like set bits and such. And we were like, Aiden, here's this prompt. And then he just deadpan. I think it was something like, what was it? He was like a Walmart employee with one leg who wouldn't stop talking about the discounts or something like that. It was something like that, and then it was ridiculous. But like he deadpan was like, "Hello, I work at Walmart." I don't know if you remember this, Michael. Do you remember this happening?
He was taking a different approach, okay?
There.
It was an artistic choice.
It was the same night with Donald Trump, but he's a bunch of ants.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
That's a good thing about Colton.
Yeah, Donald Trump, but he's a bunch of ants. Yeah. Regardless, so Tessa has spoken her piece about Aiden. I would like to say something about Aiden. With our friend group, with these people that I talk to often, Aiden is the most honest. Not, I don't even want to say honest because you are all very honest people. But Aiden, I know if like, there isn't a mood for Aiden. Like I feel like I could talk to Aiden at any point about anything. I have to be like in the right mindset to talk to Michael or to talk to Colton, or in some cases to talk to Tessa. But I feel like I can always talk to Aiden. I don't know, something about him. He's just got universal like energy to him. I know I hate saying that because like it's bullshit. But like
yeah, the only problem is he does bad in every category.
Well, that's
no,
we're talking good
he's a
things.
jack of all trades. He's a jack of all trades. That's master of none.
Yeah,
Right?
but I mean, even a master.
Good things
worker,
about Michael, not Michael. Aiden. Why did I say Michael?
I'd like to hear some good things about Michael.
No, there are no good things about Michael.
I don't need to be here. I don't need to finish this. This recording could be scrapped at any moment if I decide.
I guess it could, but don't.
All right. Good things about Colton?
Aiden.
Oh,
You have
Right.
to say a good thing.
Jacob still has to say a good thing.
I did say a good thing.
I
Yeah.
know. I don't want to.
You just don't want to
I
say a
just want
good
to point this
thing.
out, Michael. At some point, Aiden and Colton are going to be in a podcast and saying good and bad things about us, and you're going to get some real flame for this if you don't say something nice about Aiden.
There's a lot more things I could get flamed for. I can tell you this is not going to be one of them.
I feel like it is. If this is a conversation topic for that, you're going to get flamed by Aiden hard.
All right. I mean, what can I say? He brings us all. That's a joke. He really takes the time to be interested in us and what we do. And I like that.
Very sincere, Michael.
It's good.
Like half the time, right? Like I could give two shits less about this podcast. But I mean, half the time Aiden is, watching everything I put out. He's talking to me about my art. And he doesn't just do this for me. He does this for everybody. And it makes me feel recognized and gratified. And it's just nice to have him around.
Good one, Michael. Now moving on. I have something nice to say about Colton, and I think it's pretty easy for me to say a lot of nice things about Colton because we've been friends.
Yeah, he's just a good guy.
But Colton is a ride or die guy. Like, I feel like I could do anything, and of course he'd hold me accountable. But there's nothing that I could do that would be potentially friendship breaking. I feel like with Colton, and as a result, I can always be super open with Colton. I can be very honest with Colton, and I can speak my mind about like things that he does because I know we have the kind of relationship where like we talk shit about each other because like we hold each other accountable. So like I can speak my mind about things that he does, and he does the same to me, and we hold each other accountable. And none of the things that we say about each other in criticism is going to come in between us and our friendship. And I love that about the relationship that me and Colton have.
That was very sweet.
All right, well, now you say something.
Don't make him feel gay, Tessa.
Yeah, come on. What the heck? I'm being weird. You're being kind of weird.
You're being kind of weird. Cut that out.
Sorry, I guess.
Poor party rocker.
I know you have some nice things to say about Colton too, though, Tessa.
Colton is just like, he's such a good guy. You could go from having like a really genuine conversation to having like a really funny conversation with a seamless transition. Like, it's very nice. You can talk about almost anything with him. Very cool guy.
Yeah. Michael, it's your turn. You've got to say something nice about him now. I know you've been dreading this, but it's got to happen.
How long have we been? That's unrelated.
It's like 30 minutes.
No, I was gonna say, have we been in quarantine?
Oh.
Not. I know how long we've been in here. I'm like I'm like
7
marking
weeks?
it on the walls.
Apparently 7 weeks.
Oh my god. All right. Regardless, because I was gonna say like.
Say something nice about Colton.
Right.
Stop avoiding it.
He can put up with the most shit, and I feel like that's important.
That's it. Oh, that's it?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, what else is there to say? He can put up with the most shit.
He puts up with me bullying him.
Yeah, I could just outright slander the guy, and he'd be like, eh.
That's true. That is true. All right. Well, now that we've got that out of the way,
Finally.
it's time. I know it's what everyone's been waiting to talk about. I know I have. We're going to talk about the Overwatch League.
So good.
So good. What an amazing form of entertainment in these trying times. It's been fantastic, frankly. Let's just sound off around the room who our favorite team is.
The Shanghai Dragons. They're the best.
Always
That's it.
been the best. That's for damn sure. They've never been bad.
They always have been the best, always will be the best. They're just the best.
Mm-hmm. Michael, who's your Overwatch League
Do you
team?
need me to say it again? It's the Shanghai Dragons.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's
Can you,
the only correct answer.
out of curiosity, Michael,
Yeah.
can you name a second Overwatch League team?
I don't know, Florida Mayhem. That's just the first one I think of because Ronald McDonald.
You know, that brings me to me as a Florida Mayhem fan.
Oh, really?
Yes. I have the original. They changed their colors. I don't know if you knew this. They changed their colors to neon pink and neon blue. But
Oh, that's worse.
I was able to cop, before they changed their colors, the OG Florida Mayhem jersey, Ronald McDonald style.
Oh,
It
really?
gives me so much joy to own this in my closet.
Do the
I
skins switch colors as well, or do I keep my
no,
yellow and red?
you keep it if you bought it under Ronald McDonald.
Oh, thank God. I was worried
I
I
know.
had like Cotton Candy Man or something.
That would be disgusting, frankly.
Oh, that'd be the worst.
I hate any color combination that isn't yellow, red, and black.
I hate cotton
I
candy.
immediately barf at the sight of
I hate cotton candy.
it. That's really.
Of all the foods, it's the worst one.
Yeah, cotton candy kind of is gross. It gets all
Yeah,
sticky.
no, it's
on
it's
on your
sticky.
hands.
It gets on your hands. Keep
That's
talking.
what. Okay, and
And
it
it
sucks.
sucks.
All right, we're not gonna do this bit. We're not gonna go down this hole. Why I wanted to bring up the Overwatch League is, are you guys familiar with the team, the Vancouver Titans?
Sorta?
Okay,
little
so I'm
bit.
gonna familiarize you guys. I don't know if that's a word, with the Vancouver Titans.
Familiate.
I'm gonna familiate with you Okay, so the Vancouver Titans. Let me look this up.
They're from Vancouver.
They are from Vancouver, and they were an expansion team that was added to the league in season 2, which was last year. So preceding season 2 last year, there was no Vancouver Titans.
Good
So they had
year.
to start from scratch while they were making a roster. And they decided to pick up a team called Runaway, which was a Korean team from Korean Contenders who had the previous Contenders season won Korean Contenders. And they were always kind of, when there was competition, because all of the other Korean Contenders team at this time had left to go to play in Overwatch League. So there kind of wasn't another team to contest them in Korean Contenders that season. But when there were other teams to contest them, they kind of always fell short. That was kind of their shtick, is they were never good enough to actually win any championships. And so it wasn't too much of a surprise when they won, after everyone who had been beating them for the past 2 years, I think, had left. So there was a lot of doubts coming in to the season 2 about how they would stack up against the competition, because when there was actual competition, they consistently fell behind. Turns out there shouldn't have been doubts, because they made first place in standings by the end of the season and were grand finals runners up of the entire league, only falling short to the San Francisco Shock, who at that point were just better than everyone. It was kind of insane. So,
It was better than everyone except the Shanghai Dragons.
except the Shanghai Dragons, you're correct.
Mhm.
So where I'm going with this is, come season 3, there's a lot of rumors about the Vancouver Titans. People are saying there's a lot of discord between the players and the management, like the people who own the team. And this all kind of comes to a boiling point with this coronavirus thing because the management moves them out to South Korea and makes them play within the comfort of their own homes. And they kind of felt trapped in South Korea in their apartments because that's where they had to work, because they were fighting people in the Asian region, because they couldn't really fight LAN, because of the coronavirus. So they had to play online matches, and ping is a thing. So they had to play people in the Asian region. They were kind of held back by this. All of this happens. There's a lot of stress in the team. This is the runner-up from last year. One of the MVP candidates, Janu, just leaves the team. He said, I'm done with this shit. He leaves the team for good.
Bye.
Exactly. 1 week later, get this. The management lets go the entire team.
What?
No.
Mid-season, Overwatch League runners-up from last season, they let go of all of them.
Why?
So, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy.
Are they just mad?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess they were just really pissed at them. But all of these people, 2 MVP candidates were on this team from last year, and also the Rookie of the Year from last year. They're all now free agents because the Vancouver Titans they just let everyone go. So
That's so sad.
It's very sad. Especially this team, Runaway, that then became the Vancouver Titans, has been together since the launch of the game. 2016, this team has been playing together with each other. And they have this crazy story about, always falling short, and they finally win contenders when there's no one there. Then they come into the Overwatch League, dominate. Next season, they all get released. It's a crazy end to this esports story. And it's sad. It really is sad, but this was all happening in the Overwatch League community. I thought I would tell you guys about it. So that's crazy.
How recent is this? How recent is this?
As of this week, mid-season.
Oh my god.
Everyone was like, oh. Yeah. So that's kind of weird.
It's extremely upsetting.
No. On
Funny
the other
gamers.
hand, Shanghai Dragons are doing very well, aren't they?
Like they always are. They're the best.
Tessa, I want you to tell this story about how you became a Shanghai Dragons fan, because I think it's kind of funny.
Well, you came up to me and told me about Overwatch League, and we're trying to get people into it because legitimately no one we talked to was into it as much as you were. And so you told me to pick a team, and I had to look at all of them, and I picked whichever mascot looked like it could beat the other ones. So obviously Dragon can beat everything because Dragon coolest. Shanghai Dragons. They're the best.
I mean, the Titans could challenge the Dragon.
No.
And Florida Mayhem is just a bomb. Their logo is just a bomb. I feel like you could bomb a dragon.
What?
Yeah.
No, dragons are fireproof.
For that.
Dragons are fireproof.
Dropped an atomic bomb.
Well, I mean,
Okay,
Godzilla survived an atomic. I think.
Did he?
No, scratch that. A nuclear bomb.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
And a bomb itself isn't going to do anything.
Yeah. Oh, quote Tessa on that one. A bomb itself is not going to do anything.
Like, if you're not moving it, Dragon could just fly away. Like, it's just like, oh no, there's a bomb. It's gone.
I guess so. So, next thing, I have another thing that I want to talk about, actually. And it's kind of a confrontation.
Oh no.
It's Michael.
Yeah.
Newton's World.
Ooh.
This is hard. This is hard for me.
for the viewers, can you explain what Newton's World is?
So Newton's World, well, I guess most people are referring directly to the Discord server. But in the Discord server, there was this series known as Newton's World, where I would make
What was it called?
illustrations, and
Okay.
there what?
No, keep going. Sorry, I remember.
Okay, there was this series where I would make illustrations, with subtitles and captions or whatever, and then people who were following along got to respond and choose what the main character, Newton, did, and that was kind of the gist of it. He just lived in his world, and the viewers controlled him.
It was really cool. It was kind of like the books where it's like make your own adventure books, but it was just him drawing everything on the fly that we told him to. It was really interesting, and it was very interactive. It was super cool. And then it just stopped. What's up with that, man?
It's hard,
Yeah,
to like keep it engaging, especially in such a mundane situation Newton's in.
yeah.
And
I'm not.
drawing everything, like, I guess the main bottleneck was just how many people there actually were. It wasn't enough.
So do you think that if there were more people giving you more options, you would be able to continue more effectively?
Oh yeah, because like if there was like 30 different suggestions, you guys could like vote for each other's, or like, because I feel like as of now it's just picking between two different things, and then I feel like I'm letting the other person down.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll have to do that. I guess we'll have to
That'd be
see how
nice.
many people we could round up to get this thing started again.
Yeah, because I'm
So
more than happy to do more Newton's World. It just
I
feels
was
so
also
limited.
going. Yeah. Tessa, were you ever a part of Newton's World? Did you ever see it?
I wasn't. Every time I would read through it, but I always like would just miss it because of scheduling, or I'd be busy, and then by the time I got to my computer, it'd be over and I'd die inside. I'd be really sad.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate.
I can like port Newton's World over to a site so we can put it in the description or something. Because I feel like talking about this and they don't know it. That's just
Yeah,
unrelated though. I'll do that afterwards.
yeah, that's a good idea. You, out of curiosity, Michael, as the artist, what was your favorite thing that happened to Newton?
So I
Like,
gave these players essentially infinite power in one panel alone. Newton is sitting in the waiting room for his job appointment, and he picks up a magazine that essentially holds infinite knowledge. I gave these players a one-time use of infinite knowledge. They could do anything they wanted. They could see how Newton's world ended. They could see the meaning of life. And somebody requested Christmas shopping. So Newton flips over to the Christmas shopping deals page, and he learns about some crappy off-brand Dave's Christmasatorium, where they sell Christmas-related goods, and that was their use, and they did not get another.
that is that's hilarious. What were
That's
the other
fantastic.
options? Were there other
Let's see.
suggestions for that one?
All right,
Or,
Newton's controller. Let me see.
that's very funny.
If there
Dave's
was
They
something
asked
better, they
the
ruined it
other.
for
The
everyone.
only other request was start reading about potential job interviews just in case you don't make this one, which
dang.
I think is pretty smart.
Yeah.
But
That
it's
gives
also
you
very
a lot of agency over what's happening,
yeah.
which that would be interesting to see where you went with that one. You
Yeah,
are
it's both.
very artistic. I almost said autistic by accident, but
Well,
you're
you can't
very.
say that on the show.
Well, I can't say the word.
You can say the word, you just can't call somebody of it.
It's
Especially when
fine.
they aren't.
Yeah, I guess you're correct,
That's
but
not very
you're very
defensive. I
artistic. So,
personally don't care.
Michael, let me finish.
Okay, I'm sorry. I really like this. I really like where we're going with it.
I'm trying to compliment you, damn it.
All right, I like scolding you. Do it.
You're very artistic. What's your favorite project that you've worked on? Because I know that you've done a lot of stuff. Because I've known you for a very long time, and I've seen you go from this thing called Chiggy the Space Cube all the way to like these very elaborate pixel art and cartoons and stuff like that. So I've seen you develop a lot. So I was just wondering, what do you have the best time thinking about or remembering you drawing?
Oh, well, there's so much. There's Galaxy Roamers, as you mentioned.
With Chiggy, the space
With
brick, which which was insane. It was just a brick with legs.
He was just a brick.
Arms
Don't
and
forget
arms.
arms.
Yep. And he was in space, and that was it.
Scribbles, which I think you have never read through. Isn't that the case?
No, this is my first time hearing about this.
But you've never read through it.
No.
All right. Koro and Blib. That was an oldie but a goodie.
Naming all these titles that I have.
What?
You're naming all these titles that I have no recollection of.
Koro and Blib was the goblins, the two little goblins. It was never that popular. I did like it though.
Doesn't really ring a bell for me, but
Here, I've got all these composition notebooks in a drawer right next to me. I'll just freaking 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all in composition notebooks, by the way. I like working with the minimum resources because it makes it feel like more. It makes me feel like more people can relate. Like I use MS Paint for pixel art, composition notebooks for traditional. I really like. Jeez, this is. I guess I have to say Newton's World. Actually.
really.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I mean, the one with the most value to me is definitely Galaxy Roamers. It's kind of my magnum opus, and it is still, even though it's like 12 pages and barely legible. But Newton's World is like this whole thing, and this is the first one that like everyone knows.
It's a very novel idea, and I think you did do your best at making it interactive, and you did that very well. I personally enjoyed it the most, but that's to be expected. Yeah, what about Super
This
Boom?
is really Super Boom. I didn't know we were going into stuff like that. Super Boom is probably the most fun game I've ever played.
And the sprites are good.
I really like Super Boom. Everyone who plays Super Boom loves it. I got the owner of Blocky to play Super Boom, as a matter of fact.
Explain what Super Boom is.
Super Boom is this game. It's inspired by Give Me Beans by Z Kevin. But Super Boom is this game I made. It's like tile based. You get troops. It's like an RTS basically. You get your guys. Your opponent you're playing against gets their guys, and you kind of just go at it. But the gimmick is that it's all RNG basically. Everything you do is RNG. You don't know what's gonna happen. When you attack somebody, there's always a secondary variable that's in play. Like, do you sprout wings? Do you turn into water? Do you change the biome you're in to a different one? Stuff like that. And it gets really crazy. Every round is so different. And and people just go nuts over it.
So basically, when you're playing Super Boom, you it's I think it can go up from 1-on-1 to like 4 players, right? Something.
Oh
like
yeah.
that. Yeah. So how it works is you pick your characters, and all the characters Michael has already made, and he made sprites for them, and they all have their specific advantages and such. And you can place them anywhere attached to a wall, and the map is like a grid. I think it's like 8x8, something like that. And there different tiles do different things. For instance, there are water tiles. There's like grass tiles. There are like tree tiles and stuff like that. Like you can fly onto a tree, and then like people who can't fly, they can't catch you because there's a tree. Unless they're a monkey, then they can climb the tree. It's very complicated, but what really I enjoy about Super Boom is how it's kind of like Dungeons and Dragons, in where I can just say what I want to happen, and
Yeah,
then
it's like improvised.
yeah, I can be like, I want to dig here and see if there's any treasure. And then if it's a positive or negative thing, will depend on whether there's treasure there or not, or blah, blah, blah. It's very fun, and it really relies on the people who are playing it to make it fun. But of course, I'm surrounded by such awesome people, creative people, that it's always fun. So that's another really good one. Would you say Super Boom over Newton's World, Michael?
There's such different like forms of media, but I feel like more enjoyment has been spent over Super Boom. So yeah.
We gotta get Tessa to play Super Boom.
Oh, dude, Tessa would love Super Boom.
Tessa would love Super Boom.
I
She would.
really
She
want
would
to play
figure out a
Super Boom
way.
now.
It has never happened, but Tessa would figure out a way to get the world peace ending that does not exist yet.
Either that, or she would get very tilted because we keep screwing her over.
You like to do that at risk, Jacob.
Tessa, are we still are you still holding grudges from Risk?
I'm holding one specific grudge, and I think it's okay because it was so mean. It was so mean what you did.
Okay, you want to tell the story and then we can wrap up.
Okay, so we were playing Risk, and I'm just enjoying my time. Jacob makes an alliance with me for whatever reason. I don't even remember. He breaks it, but then throughout the entire game, he decides to make an alliance with me just to break it 2 seconds after and say, haha, I would never make an alliance with you. And it hurt.
We were in a Discord call, and I kept sending her alliances, and she kept accepting them, and I immediately broke them.
Oh, that's my favorite Risk bit.
And then we were just like, oh, haha, I would never want to make an alliance with you. And it was so funny. And she got so mad. But it's fine. We're not over it. But we still can't play Risk together, that's for sure.
Oh,
Can't go fishing.
It's no longer on the table.
Oh my goch, don't even get me started on fishing.
You would be at each other's throats.
We can talk about fishing in another podcast. For now,
right. That's a
has
heavy
been
topic.
the Works podcast.
Also, I'd like to point out you said the wrong name at the beginning.
No, wait. No, we can postpone the conclusion. What did I say?
You said welcome to the Works.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I thought it's in
I
the
didn't know
Works.
about
It is in the Works. We are the Works, and they're in us. Let's wrap this up.
Oh wow! Don't say that. Don't say that.
This has been In the Works podcast. I'm your host, Jacob. We have Tessa and we have Michael. See you in the next episode.